Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live. We are recording, and we are talking about hormones. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's been about 1 month exactly
Yep,
since,
a little over 1 month.
Since Crystal
Removed my IUD.
removed her IUD. So,
Removed all the nasty hormones from my body.
she is no longer taking any exogenous estrogens, apart from what she just gets in plastics and clothing and food and everything else that you get estrogens in, but no intentional estrogens from birth control substances. So what has happened in the interim? What's happened in that month's time? Can I give us... So we talked a little bit about this in yesterday's video. We mentioned that we were going to talk about this, and we got a whole bunch of people asking for the details. So this is the details.
Deets.
The deets.
The deets.
If you're not interested in her period, then you can watch the next video. But yeah, dive into it, Crystal.
Actually, you know what? I hate when people say, if you're a man and you don't want to hear this, then you can just skip ahead, because all of you men should be involved in your woman's life. Whatever woman it is, whether it's your mom, your sister, I'm serious, your wife, your daughter, whatever it is, you should know what's going on, because it is very important. It is important. So, all of you men, sorry, you're going to have to listen.
She's getting a little spazzy on you.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out.
right.
So we can tell, since taking out the artificial estrogen, she's gotten more sass.
That's not true.
We did have a pretty good fight today. We'll blame that on the hormones.
No. We'll just blame it on you.
Okay. So what's happened?
So let's start from the beginning. So I removed the IUD, and I had the worst headaches ever. It probably lasted for, what was it? I think it was like 13 days.
Of headaches?
Yeah. Continual headache every single day. And it always happened in the afternoon between like 1 and 4. And then I continually got a headache when I was working out. It was not fun. But I did do some research, and I did talk to some other females that have also removed theirs, and it seems to be a common theme that happens. And I think it's just like an all of a sudden not having those hormones in your system again or anymore, and just kind of your body detoxing. So that was not fun. I am not the type of person that gets headaches. I just don't really get them regularly, so that was zero fun. I think I had probably like maybe 2 or 3 actual like migraines where I felt like sick to my stomach and like the light hurt my eyes, but other than that, it was just a really obnoxious headache.
Yeah, I do remember that. Like, non-functioning headaches.
Yeah, it was not fun, and I don't get like that. So,
what else? Any other specific physical things that you've noticed?
Yeah, one other thing I've noticed is, okay, actually 2 other things I've noticed. One, I used to get acne at least like one crazy time a month, and it would be like all on my cheeks, all down here, on like I would get some on my neck, I'd get it on my back, and I honestly really didn't get that bad of a breakout. I have like maybe one on my cheek, and then I had a couple on my back, but like nothing compared to what I was getting before. My other thing is really big. I used to spot literally like almost the entire month. Like there was not barely a couple of days within a month that I did not bleed at some point in the day. So this month I had a normal period, and then I didn't spot at all, like not once, until I had my next period. So,
which is pretty good considering she's only had it out for a month. So it's pretty much like some women.
I took it out while I was on my period the first time.
Yeah, but it's pretty crazy how quickly her body adjusted to a normal cycle after removing it. Some women will take 3 or 4 months before they have any degree of regularity. And
it was real like consistent. Like I literally didn't spot or anything until it was time for my period to start, and it was like clockwork. which I've never been like clockwork. And I anticipate maybe the next couple months, like, not sure if it will happen like regularly throughout the next couple months. Also, we're gonna get really in depth here for a second, and I'm sorry for it, but I don't know how to explain it, but it may have been the best period of my life. It's hard to explain. Don't give me that look.
I'm just listening.
We're
This
just
is all
talking
news.
body,
This is
you know?
all news to me.
Because it felt real. Like, real details here. Probably one of the heaviest I've ever had. But, like, it didn't seem like it was... It seemed like a healthy color. And everything was good. Like, it felt good. Like, it felt healthy. And, I don't know. Anyways, that's a lot of detail for you guys, and I apologize. But it felt really good. Like, I was happy to be a woman, you know? Like, I was proud. That's a weird thing to say, I know. But I actually was, like, proud of my body for, like, going through all of it and still coming out and having, like, a better reaction. And actually, I think Allie even talked about on her podcast that while you're on birth control pills or IUD or new
It's like a
ring,
fake period.
It's a fake period. And I think this is the first time maybe my uterus has actually shed in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, that may be exactly what it was, because it was definitely heavier. It was brighter. It was, I mean, it's so weird. I just want to say it was, like, beautiful, but it was, I know it sounds weird, but I hope some of you women, like, totally understand where I'm coming from, and, like, you can understand this, because it was just nice. That's all I have to say. Not many people get to talk like that, but, like, after having such a struggle of consistently, like, nonstop spotting all the time to nothing, and then actually, like, what your body's supposed to do was amazing.
Have you noticed any changes in how you've, like, felt, like, your actual emotions or energy or any of that stuff?
I don't know. Have you noticed?
No, not particularly.
Yeah, I haven't noticed either. I didn't really feel like I was that crazy before, though. Don't comment. I don't feel like I was that crazy, though. I do know that I was more on edge when I was having those headaches. And I have noticed there's been a couple of days where I was just, like, super emotional, but I was able to say, like, hey, I'm super emotional today and I'm going to cry. Like, there's no reason, but I'm going to. It's going to happen. So there was a couple of those days, but other than that, I feel like totally fine.
You had a couple days where you were really tired. Was that during this period?
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So that may
But that's very normal for me. Like, the week before my period, I'm usually really hungry, and usually I'm usually pretty weak in the gym. I lose a lot of my strength that week, and then I'm also usually really tired.
What about cravings? Did you have to have any carbs to get through these cycles?
No.
No?
No, I did not have to have any carbs.
No.
No.
No cravings at all?
No, the only thing is meat right now. Like, I really don't want any meat at all. Like, bleh.
I don't know if that's related to this, though.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there wasn't really any craving. I mean, like, of course, like, the normal cravings, but it wasn't like I needed a pastry.
Did your weight fluctuate that much?
No.
No? Mm-mm. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
If anything, I lost, like, a pound or two. But it wasn't like, I mean, I've been intentionally working on my diet as well, so.
Yeah. Any other pointers worth mentioning?
What do you think? I mean, is there anything?
I'm just asking. I don't know. Like.
No, honestly, I think that was it. And I feel like that is a lot of information. Like, definitely got drastic headaches. I stopped spotting. My acne, like, in all of this, within the first month, I anticipated nothing. Like, no changes within the first month. I thought maybe it would even take 3 months for it to actually, like, actually see any difference. But, like, total difference within the first month. It's awesome.
Yeah, so like to bring this full circle, talking about the details that she's gone into and everything, and maybe this doesn't apply to you, maybe you are a guy, yada yada yada, but like for me, I don't know how I would describe my period if I was to have one, but it probably wouldn't be beautiful or whatever.
I think there are some people that would say that.
But I can appreciate where she's coming from, and I can respect our quest for true health. And I do feel that like having a whole bunch of exogenous hormones like the estrogens and all that, in your body can have a very negative effect, especially compounded over years. She'd been on birth control for 11 years, and it's just not natural. Like we're hearing about all this information coming out now about like the phytoestrogens, the artificial estrogens just in your day-to-day life, like the products you use. But to put so many estrogens into your body, by choice from like a birth control standpoint, it just seems like a very unnatural thing to do. And it's obviously had some negative implications for her. So it's cool to see that her body is starting to equalize and level out and do what it's supposed to do, what it's designed to do naturally.
And I am testing my hormones this month. Actually, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, there's a specific day I'm supposed to test. But I am testing my hormones, and then we should get the results back. So probably within another month, we'll get some results back, see how my hormones are doing, all of that.
Yeah, we'll give you all an update video on that once we get those data points back. So yeah, that is the period episode part 2.
Thanks for tuning in to my period.
See you next time.